观众朋友们，晚上好，欢迎收看最新一期的子天访谈录 SD Talk Show， 我是子天 Schedule。Welcome to SD Talk Show. Hi, Marina.
Hi, Sky. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, very happy to see you here. Yeah, we already know each other for a long time, and I'm so happy I could be help for your election.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Well, hi, I'm Marina Angelica Coriat. I'm running for Houston City Council at large, position 2. And I'm excited to be here today to share about myself. I have worked with the city of Houston for over 21 years. So
wow.
I am the leader you need for Houston City Council at large, position 2. This is a very important election. This is where we will be voting on the mayor, the city council, and the controller's position. Now, a lot of people don't know about the difference in the council seat. So before I talk about me, just make sure that everybody understands that an at-large council member is a citywide position. So there are 11 district council members that represent geographic areas, and that's A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to K. And then you have 5 at-large that represent the entire city of Houston. And in Houston, we have to designate which position we're going to run for. So I'm running for position 2. And so I want to give voters an opportunity to vote for somebody who's experienced. I worked in the mayor's office under Mayor Kathy Whitmire, where I answered the citizen calls from all over the city. This was before 311 was in existence.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I learned the city inside and out. And then after I worked there, I went to the Housing and Community Development Department, where I was able to help remove a finding that the HUD had given the city of Houston. So that way we can continue getting dollars into the Housing and Community Development Department to be able to give out to the community. And then most of my time was in the Solid Waste Management Department. So you could say I was a trash talker, Sky. I was the spokesperson, the public information manager, and the city council liaison for the department. So I worked with city council members constantly on a weekly basis. I would look at the agenda, see if there was anything related to our department, answer constituent calls, answer city council calls from them and their staff. And I'd also attend many city council and town hall meetings. I can't even tell you how many I've been to. And so it's been preparation for running for this seat. I've really done a lot of the programs and helped shape the programs that the Solid Waste Management Department had, like in the curbside recycling, the communications for heavy trash day changes, garbage changes, when we had when we've had Tropical Storm Allison and various hurricanes that have come, I have worked with the departments as well as the mayor to get information out about how to put out the debris. And we've had many press conferences to share this information with the residents of Houston and also state and other places that would pick us up nationally. So it was fielding a lot of calls. So I've learned how to be in crisis management situation, even from a communication standpoint, operationally how to handle programming, starting programs, seeing it through, communicating with the community. And that's a lot of what council members do. So after I left the city, I went to the private sector and I did public relations for McDonald's. So I've worked in the private sector. I've also worked with major corporations like Blue Cross and Blue Shield. So I'm very familiar with the healthcare space and also, the needs of the community. I also worked, my last job, in addition to being a business owner myself, was working for State Representative Symphonia Thompson, who is the Dean of the House of Representatives for the state. She's the longest serving African woman and longest serving African American in Texas legislative history, working 50 years, serving 50 years. So I have a great mentor in her.
Oh, okay, she's your mentor.
Yes, one of my mentors, and I'm here today running for Houston City Council at large position 2.
Thank you, Marina. Yeah, sounds like you are the most qualified one. You have very good experience.
Yes, I would say so. And you know, I've been preparing for such a time as this. I went to Cornell University. I majored in government. And then I studied different languages in addition because I love people. So anytime I could get around different groups of people, I love it. I studied Spanish. I studied Japanese. Nihongo hanashimasu. I studied Kiswahili, Habari Gani. And so I'm here, you know, to be a voice for everyone, to represent everyone. A lot of times we don't have someone who will speak up for the various communities, and I am here to support all communities and hear what they have to say and be objective in making decisions that will help all of Houston.
Thank you, Marina. So if you win the election, what's your 5 priority?
Yes, thank you so much for asking. Well, you know, my priorities as an at-large council member is pretty much over the entire city. So public safety is one of my priorities. That's police and fire, making sure we have safe streets and we provide the equipment for our firefighters and so that they can do a good job to save lives. Secondly, flooding and infrastructure. We don't want to be washed out like the last time. We want to make sure that we save our homes from flooding and that we have good drainage systems. We need to clean out those ditches and the culverts to make sure that the water can pass. The one that I can really step in and help first and foremost is the city's delivery of city services in a safe and timely manner, being transparent. Having come from the solid waste management department, I understand garbage. I've been there, I've seen a lot of the things, the programs that we've implemented, and I want to help the department to get back on track. Right when I left the department in 2010 or 2011, it was a 98% customer satisfaction rating. Now the department is so far behind that. They're very low in customer satisfaction. And we have a new director who's doing an awesome job to improve the image of the department and get them back on track. So I've already spoken with him to already start helping out where I can, even before I become a council member, to help address the trash issue. But you know, a lot of people been saying to me, my recycling, my garbage, I don't know when I put my cans out, when is it going to be collected now? And so they need to be more regular. And also, if they're going to be recycling, you know, are they recycling the commodities, the materials that they're picking up? So we need to make sure that we're being transparent. If we have to stop service, then stop it so we can get back aligned, we can get back on track, and let's get this department rolling the way that it used to be in having a good customer satisfaction rating and being safe, environmentally friendly, thinking about all of those. And so that's one of my priorities, because when you see trash on the ground, Sky, you think about the fact that nobody cares about my community.
Yeah.
And that's what Mayor Lee P. Brown talked about, was the broken window theory. If you see cracked glass, a cracked window, if you see trash on the ground, you think that the community doesn't care. And that's an opportunity for somebody to say, you know what? They're not home. They don't care about the trash. I can go rob their house. And so it works hand in hand. The garbage, the perception, even how people feel about themselves in the community that they live, but it also relates to crime. So by working on the solid waste and working on that particular aspect, first and foremost, that's one of my areas that I'm already starting on. But we need to look at potholes. We need to look at so many things. How are we giving out building permits? How can we help streamline that process? City service deliveries, because you pay tax dollars, you want services that are on time, that you can predict, and that is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And so I want to make sure that you're getting that we're seeing what you pay for as a taxpayer. And also I want to see jobs. I think one of the things that I bring to the table is that I'm locally minded. I'm local, but I'm globally minded as well. I want to bring jobs to Houston. I want to have the international trade. I want to see that opportunity, and I am excited to, as an at-large council member, to go on the trade missions to talk about how great a city Houston is. Yes, we do have challenges, but this is one of the best places. This is the best place to live, and we're going to make a difference on this city council.
Thank you, Marina. I know you have the passion for the city council position. So can you tell our audience why you want to be a politician?
Well, I didn't think I would be a politician. I always consider myself a public servant and a servant leader. And you know, a lot of times leaders want to dictate, oh, you do this, you do that. I want to work just like an Asian community style, together with the community, where we collaborate, where we talk about issues and then come to decision. Well, I want to be here because I want to give the community a voice, and I want to represent all. You know, my dad and my mom, they came, and I was 1 year old when I came to the United States. I'm originally from Trinidad. And when I came to the United States, my mom and dad, like many immigrants, they work hard to make a better way of life for their children. So my parents sacrificed. My dad was an electrician. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. And she raised us with very good morals, and we worked hard. We studied hard. I went to school here in Houston. I went to neighborhood schools like Jesse H. Jones. I graduated from Cornell. You know, they sacrificed. They sold some land that they had and took loans and everything just so I could go to school, and my brothers and sisters, so I could have a better way. I want to make a better way for others. And we want to serve the city of Houston in a manner that is with integrity and dignity for all people.
Thank you, Marina. So if our audience want to support you, what's your contact and email, website? Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for asking. You know, when you're running for city council, you're going a million miles an hour. And so I want to share with you my website. It is marinaforhouston.com. That's MARINAFORHOUSTON.com. And let me tell you, you may say, oh, that's not a lot, or I can't volunteer, I don't have a lot of hours. Your 1 hour of volunteering, whatever you can donate, it means so much. You know, we are building this, have a grassroots campaign, and everything helps. And most importantly, your vote matters. And so I don't want you to sit at home. I want you to get out early on October 23rd. That's when early voting starts. And go out and vote. Now, Election Day is November 7th, but I always say, don't wait till Election Day, because it could be raining, it could have a hurricane, you never know. Just go out for early voting beginning October 23rd to November 3rd, and then cast your vote for Marina Angelica Coriat for Houston City Council at-large position 2, marinaforhouston.com.
Thank you so much, Marina. Yeah, I think after today your speech, a lot of people will like you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And I feel part of the family. You know, as I studied Asian studies, I was telling a group of people that I was talking to last night, I said, you know, I studied Japanese culture and everything. And I was going to take a second class, and it was in Chinese politics. But it was so confusing because of the romanization. I said, I was only a class away from doing a double major. But I have a love for the Asian community. I have studied. I have been around, and for many even during recently, you know, when the Senate bill came, and you know, which was to take away the rights of Asian community and other communities from owning land. I stood with the Asian community because I don't believe that we should have exclusivity on what the rights of people who are here in the United States. We should not discriminate against anyone. So I'm here to be your voice, just as even before I was elected, I will be your voice when I'm elected as your Houston City Council member at large position 2.
Thank you, Marina. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Thank you, Sky. You're my family.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I will support you. I think audience will do the same.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I see you next time before
Yes.
you voting.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
这就是今天的子天访谈录。I see you next week.